So today I'm going to mess around with some lighting and pretending I'm a client that I don't know what I want, and I'm going to mess with 3 quick looks in my kitchen because yesterday it was sunny for just like 5 or 10 minutes and the way that it hit the kitchen was always different. So I took some pictures and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see if I can try and recreate that quickly on a shoot. So I'm going to do that right now for you guys. 3 quick looks, one sunny, one really kind of warm and just kind of like a vibe going on, and the other one, what, you know, for the hell of it, would just create a nighttime look in the kitchen really quick. So this is actually look 1 right now. So let me turn everything off. So as you can see in my kitchen right now, this isn't really a look anyone really wants. Well, I guess if you're going for that moody kind of vibe, but there's not much going on, so let's try and make it a fake sunny look. So we got light 1, give me a bit of a bounce. So this one here is creating a fake blind look. We got it really stuffed in the window, crushing my blinds right now, and we're just creating some looks. Obviously, you know, if you spend more time, you can make these much nicer. I'm just trying to do them as quick as possible if you're really in a rush on a shoot. And the last one is, we got flashlight. So the last one I just set up was a flashlight, and it's just bouncing off of the mirror, and we can create some pockets of light and just try and fake sunlight as best as we can. So this is the picture I took the other day, and I'm just trying to recreate that kind of vibe in the kitchen. Obviously it's not exact, you spend more time, you get it perfect and exactly how you want it, but I'm just trying to quickly recreate some looks as if it's a miserable day and you're with a client and you want to, you know, spice things up a little bit. Okay, so a similar kind of boring-ish kind of look, but just keeping it warmer, a little bit softer, just to give you a different vibe in the kitchen. Using the same lights as before, the 120D in the window, but not using the blind effect anymore. So that's aperture, and we got the Amaran P60C here, which is around 4100 Kelvin, and it's just bouncing off the wall, just giving me a little bit of warmth and just a little bit of color contrast between the lights as well. So obviously the 120D is daylight, and this one we're just dipping it down a touch, and we've got no bounce with the mirrors going on, but I did add some cheap kitchen lights that you can get on Amazon, and I just stuck them underneath the cabinets with some tape, so as you can see that here. So we just got a little bit of warmth underneath just to give it a little bit of color contrast. So we got the light bouncing off the ceiling coming down, so we got a little bit of a daylight look here, warming it up with some tungsten, and just a tiny bit, not tungsten, but 4100 bouncing off of here. So this is what it looks like with this kind of scene. Nice kind of warmish kind of vibe going on. A little bit different than the other one. The other one's a little bit harsher, a little bit more, you know, sunlight bouncing around the kitchen, whereas this one's just a tiny bit more softer. So that's look number 2. So this is look number 3. So a few minor changes here. The 120D is now completely off. The P60C is moved a little bit here, and the temperature on this is 7400 Kelvin. The camera is now dropped to 4000 Kelvin. We were originally around, I think I bumped it up to 6000 to keep it that nice warm color in the kitchen. So 4000 Kelvin on here, 7400 on the light, and we've got these lights at the background just warming it up a bit, giving it tungsten, so we've got nice color contrast going on, and I dimmed them down a touch. So the only other tiny little thing I did just to sell the nighttime look a little bit more is I hid an Aperture MC light in here just to give it a cooler kind of fridge tone going on. So now we got some cool color contrast going on. We're a little bit cool in the kitchen, we're warm in the back, and we're super cool in the fridge. So it's always fun to do these tests, and even though if you're shooting all the time, it's always fun to, you know, test your brain and make sure you're still working and you can still work fast and do little setups, because most of the time we're shooting in boring locations and we don't have much time to set up cool little things. So to know how to work fast and get different looks really quick is always good for you and always good for the client.